Hello again. I just want to show you something quickly. I said previously that I was planning on buying a Morakniv blade blank and attempting to turn a handle on my lathe, most likely out of yew wood. Well, excuse me. Well, I tried that today and I have I had moderate success. Um, Really, what screwed me up is my impatience. Although I am an inexperienced wood turner, I've only been doing it the past couple of months, although I did do some at college and obviously some at school. Although I have been woodworking for most of my life, um, I just don't have very much patience. So here was my first attempt. As you can see, yew wood is a very nice wood. It's a native softwood to the UK. It's one of my favourite woods. It's one of the hardest of the softwoods. Um, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to work with, but it's a nice wood and it's an expensive wood. Thankfully for me, I got the timber or the logs even from a local park with permission to take them because they had to fell those trees for whatever reason. So this was my first attempt. As I said, I turned this on my lathe. Now it's not finished because there was no point in finishing it because I screwed up on the hole. There's actually a drill bit stuck in there because it snapped. Yeah, my own fault, my own impatience. It was going reasonably well. It's a nice piece of wood. So obviously there's no point in me finishing the other end if that snapped. That was meant to be sort of a guard. I thought that would be a nice idea. Um, and this was my second attempt. The only problem is I didn't drill the hole big enough. I thought that was enough. I put the blank into my vise and put a piece of wood on top of the knife and hit that with my mallet. Didn't even hit it too hard either, and all these cracks appeared, which is a shame because I spent quite a while sanding and oiling this. Now it's nothing spectacular, it's nothing special obviously, but this is really my first and second attempt at doing this. Although I screwed up big time on both of them, I quite enjoyed trying to do this, and I absolutely love wood turning and I love woodworking. And as I say, yew is one of my favourite woods, so I'm feeling pretty determined to make a handle out of yew. I do still have some logs left. I don't really want to use it all because yew is an expensive timber, even though I got it completely for free. I don't want to waste it because yew trees are kind of rare. It's not so rare that you'll never see a yew tree in your life. I've seen several, and there's quite a few reasonably near me. Um, I just feel that because the tree's kind of rare, I feel like I want to treat the wood with a bit more respect, if you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I think a yew tree takes a really long time to grow. I think, well, I don't think, I know. The oldest tree in the UK is actually a yew tree. It's called the Fortingale yew, and it's in Perth, here in Scotland. That tree is estimated to be 2,000 to 3,000 years old. Just think about that. That tree has been around since the Roman Empire. That's quite the thought. Um, so I have quite a fascination with this particular tree, and I think it's a really interesting tree, and a really interesting timber, and it's also the wood that English longbows are made off of, and it's highly sought after by furniture makers. So I'm not too keen on using it. Um, Especially considering, as I say, I'm not the greatest of woodworkers. I don't think I'm going to be making fine furniture out of yew anytime soon, or fine furniture anytime soon. Period. Until I learn to grow some patience and I get a bit more design. But this is my first and second attempt at making my own handle for a Mora knife. Now, if you're wondering, if you're not already aware, this is a Mora number one blank. I think this is the Mora number two. So this is the correct handle, so to speak. I think this is paint. I think this has paint is baked onto it. I'm sure the wood is birch. Obviously, Mora being a Swedish company, so they seem to, you know, in that area of the world anyway, they seem to use birch a lot. It's a different shape from mine, or rather, my one's a different shape from theirs. Theirs is more of an oval shape, where mine's is more round. That's because I'm not very good at off-center turning. I tried once and I completely messed it up, and it's a little bit intimidating as well, especially for an inexperienced wood turner like myself. But this handle is actually quite comfortable. Maybe even more comfortable than the original. My one's certainly beefier, but I designed it like that. And it's very smooth. I wouldn't say polished, but it's definitely very smooth because I sanded it right up to 400 grit, and I used boiled linseed oil on every coat. Now, I did actually film the process of turning this, but I'm not going to upload it. I'm going to do this again properly another day because it's a bit late to do it now. I'm feeling tired and rather angry that this one cracked. And unfortunately, I don't think this can be saved. And truth be told, I want to do it right. Either way, though, I would still like to know your thoughts. What do you think of this? Do you think it looks nice, or is it just horrible and boring? Just be honest. Let me know your honest thoughts on this. And constructive criticism is, of course, more than welcome on both of these. This is my first attempt. As I said, I'm kind of upset that I couldn't use this, actually. I screwed it up because it's got so many details. Usually on most woods you don't want knots and things like that, but on you it really gives it a lot of character. Anyway, I think, in fact, I'll just do a little side by side with the original, with the number 2 against my one. One thing I did actually forget to say, the blades come really sharp. I thought I'd have to sharpen it myself, but nope. The blank itself comes razor sharp, and this feels comfortable. This feels like it could make a good carving knife, or a good camp knife, or whittling knife. I can sit and do that comfortably, probably for a long time. Although this is only some sort of pine, so it's not exactly very hard. It's not like oak or ash or anything crazy like that. But it is quite comfortable. Anyway, thanks for watching, and again, let me know your thoughts.